what kinds of mechanisms can be put in place to ensure that even if something will fall by the wayside, that we can do something with it, add some value, use an infrastructure mechanism to make sure that it can serve in the future or to somebody else who needs it?
Yeah, you're spot on. I think you understand what needs to be done very well. But let me start by saying that what is needed is actually collective action. You've pointed out the issue of infrastructure, and that's a big issue. And who is to fix the infrastructure?
Right.
Today, for example, we know that agriculture is a devolved function. And when you think of infrastructure, like the example that you've given, then you speak to, for example, the road network. And it is clear, for example, the case of milk, it needs to be delivered to the market at the right time. Otherwise, if it stays, in transit for a longer period, then it just spoils and that's loss. So on that bit, as WRI and FAO as well, there's a lot of engagement that's happening now, even with the county governments, to begin to think of how to prioritize actions that would alleviate the infrastructure pain for most farmers. That's on the one side. But also thinking in terms of the preservation that you're talking about. If it requires then cold storage or cold chain, that is something that could be done and should be done. But again, speaking to the question of value addition, I want to be very specific. First of all, I'm a food technologist by training. Mm-hmm. And I see a lot of opportunity if you can be able to apply technology to transform what is perishable to stable product. Mm-hmm. But that can only happen if there's investment. And that investment will not happen because one or two big companies are investing. It should be that we have the right framework in terms of policy enabling environment, so that we see now SMEs, the ones we are talking about, that woman who is transforming mango into dried products, to be able to engage sufficiently and transform what does not enter the fresh market into value-added products that can even last longer and can be traded across borders. Speaks to markets as well.